Welcome to Casey's Diary. Please tell us something about yourself.
Uh, Hi, thank you for having me.
Yes.
My name is Miguel Golez. I'm uh, I'm currently a college student, taking up a marketing management course. Um, I'm 21 years old. Um, I, yeah, and I like writing a lot right now. But I've used to do drawing before.
What do
The
you like about your course?
course, it's uh, frankly, it's kind of easy. They're easy because for me they're a lot less what you call this. They don't involve too much arithmetic. Frankly, I'm not very good at that. But the important terms, understanding them, applying them. So the lessons there are quite intuitive. So which means
Mm.
that um, there's there's lots of room for common sense for these kinds of um, subjects found in this courses I've chosen. I like writing.
Do you
It
do
helped
digital
me.
drawing?
No, I've never tried digital. I don't even have the tools for that. But I occasionally draw on my notebook here. And I do most of my writing on the computer. So it's like opposite. I'm drawing on paper and I'm writing on digital uh methods.
Okay. Tell me about your family. Do you have brothers, sisters? How many siblings do you have?
Yes, I have one brother and one sister. It's including me. Then I have my parents, my mom and dad, who are actually with me right now in the same house. Like
Mm-hmm.
they just came
Okay.
over to visit.
Are you the eldest?
No, I'm not. I'm actually I'm the middle child. My brother is
Oh,
the eldest,
okay.
and my sister is
Mm,
the youngest.
mm. I just remember something about being the middle child. Like they're not quote unquote seen. Are you seen? Do you know what I mean?
No.
Okay. It's
What's that?
it
What does that mean?
it means that the oldest they have all the words that they can say. They have all the say. And then the youngest will get all the things that they want. And the middle is
Oh,
like
oh,
invisible
no.
like this. But it's
I
just
don't.
it's just maybe a joke or
No, it's
something.
actually that's not.
It's not correct.
I'm actually glad that that's not the case. I'm just like 1 year younger than my brother, so it doesn't feel like there's a gap of authority or age between us.
Mhm. Okay, good.
And while my younger sibling doesn't get actually spoiled. Maybe she did.
Mhm,
She was spoiled
mhm,
before, but I didn't feel any um envy about it.
mm.
Except for when I was a kid, but I didn't understand back then. But now I've just she's not that spoiled anymore, but she's just like the rest of us, just gets what she wants if
Okay.
the parents can afford it.
Where are your parents now? Where are they working?
Working my mom is here in the Philippines, and my my dad he's working abroad in Qatar.
He's been working there for a long time, right?
Yes, yes.
Tell me something about your childhood. What are your best experiences or memories about your childhood?
I actually appreciate my childhood a lot. You know, I can't pick a specific moment or a an event. There were still hard times for me as a child back then, but I think my old childhood is something that I'm glad to have experienced.
Mhm. Okay.
I just
You were born in
appreciate
the
all of it.
Philippines, correct?
Yes,
But you grew
but I
up in
was
Qatar.
yes, exactly.
Okay.
I was raised in Qatar for like most of my life. Like just and
Yes.
I've only been in the Philippines for only a few years. It's not even half of how long I've been in
Mm.
Qatar.
It's not even half of your life.
Yes.
Okay. Kindly compare the Philippines and Qatar. What are their advantages and disadvantages?
Uh, First thing to point out is that it's much safer in Qatar. You know, it's feel like you'll be disturbed less in Qatar compared to here. I've had a few instances where I had to deal with uh let's just say not very um unwanted people
Mhm.
approaching me, and I didn't really like that. In Qatar you don't really get that, you know. Not to mention that it's actually quite safe to walk the streets at night. When it comes to the the temperature, the climate here, I actually like it better in Qatar. Maybe because I've
Yeah.
adapted there, but
Mm.
I really don't like it here in the Philippines because it's very humid, and
Exactly.
it's especially during the noon or the mid morning hours. It's very hot, and even though you just taken a shower, the moment you step out, you just start sweating already,
Mm.
and it's just
And
very annoying.
not to mention the pollution there, right?
Yes, that is a
Mm.
huge. It's just a huge. It's like
Mm.
uh, every time I board a jeepney, I have to cover my nose, or when I'm in the streets, I have to cover my nose because I can't. My nose is very sensitive, and I can't stop smelling the fumes. My nose keeps taking in these chemicals. I can't stop. Even though I pinch them, I still have to breathe. I can't hold my breath in the urban areas.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really like the environment there, unfortunately. However, at night it's quite cold, unlike in Qatar, where it takes more time to cool down.
Mm-hmm.
Like when it starts to reach 6 p.m., for instance, it's already cold in the Philippines, but in Qatar, there's still hot winds blowing, and but not it's not too much of uh, a problem. So yeah, that's the difference of
Mm.
the climates that I've felt
So,
in Philippines.
when you finish your course, would you like to work here in Qatar?
I actually I don't have a long term plan on where I
Mm.
will work next, but I have a feeling that uh, maybe I won't get paid as much here in the Philippines.
Mm. Yeah. Yes.
However, um, it might be the opposite in Qatar. You know, they might pay well. You know, not to mention, frankly, I'm kind of uh, not knowledgeable on wages yet. I'm not sure how it goes down in Qatar.
Mm. Your father can
But
help you
there's
land a job here.
yes, I think he can. But it's something that I'd like to experience myself because I want to have the knowledge that comes with it. I want to have the feeling of independence. You know, like you're free to do stuff.
Yes.
But there's one advantage here in the Philippines that the like the job requirements, like the things they're looking for in, let's say, your resume or anything similar, like your background, it's much
Mm.
lower, I think, here. I've seen a flyer for a job that said that the only requirement you need is to be a college graduate. That's it. And you can land this job. However, it's actually just a job at the gas station, which is
But how about the pay?
there's no it doesn't say anything about the pay. It just says about the entry level, you know.
Yes,
So
at least it's good for the
so maybe
experience.
yeah. So while it does look easy to get in, it might be uh might have a low payment, but
Mm.
I guess if that offer is still up next time I revisit it, then perhaps maybe I'll I mean it's probably not going to be there after like 2 years when I finish college, but if it's still there, maybe I'll try it. Who knows?
Yeah, it's good for experience, just for experience purposes. Because you
Yes.
can have a better job if you have lots of experiences. And for an entry level, that's okay. I mean, you don't have any. I cannot say you don't have any choice, but I guess you can just take the opportunity to
Yeah.
just get the experience like this.
It's more like that's the only opportunity you have, like, and you have to take it. It's not like a
Mm.
choice, you know.
I want to ask about your most unforgettable experience, both in Qatar and in the Philippines.
Most unforgettable experience in I think I'll start in the Philippines because
Okay.
things happened there was more recent and maybe I did
Okay. What
forget.
is it? More recent, huh?
Uh Actually there's a lot, but I'll just pick this one in particular. I
Mm-hmm.
remember having I had to walk home from my school in senior high school all the way to my house.
How far
And
is it?
it's uh it's down the highway, then like literally down the hill, and then
Down the hill. Are you in
yeah.
Manila? You're in Manila, right?
No, in Antipolo.
Okay. I
It's
got it. Okay, okay.
elevated
Go on,
area,
please. Okay.
mountainous area.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I had to go down. I had to walk because I missed my bus. And
Mm, okay.
that was during sorry, my voice is getting dry.
No
It was
problem.
during
Your voice is good, as
oh
always.
yeah, thank you.
Mm.
Anyways, it was during just during my Christmas party. Like the Christmas party had to it I had a bus waiting for me and they left before the party could end. So
Mm.
by the time the I had to leave early, the bus was gone. And then there's the problem of getting through the security guard was there and it just made it I know because I know the bus won't come back for me. I can't just wait for 2 hours trips from the school to the passengers' houses, and that takes like hours. Not to mention it was late in the afternoon already, so I had to go walk down the highway myself
Okay.
until I went right at the doorstep of my house.
Mm-hmm.
It was a long walk, but it was nice. It was a nice walk. It wasn't maybe I was constantly sweating on the way down,
Mm.
and it was very hot, but uh, it was nice.
Okay. So
I
it
got to
it
see a
means that
few.
it was your only chance to have a walk.
Yeah.
Mm.
Um, I've always had walks actually, but this one was by far my longest walk
Mm.
ever, I think.
Okay.
uh, yeah. So basically, just walked home from the school to my house.
Mm.
That
Because you
was
had no
unforgettable.
choice.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. How about in Qatar?
In Qatar, there's moments that I haven't forgotten, but they're not like remarkable.
Mm.
Um,
Like winning the what?
Maybe I
The
do. Yeah,
contest.
I know what you're thinking.
Mm.
I've actually won a lot of. Okay, maybe I'll just pick from one contest.
Mm.
I guess one of unforgettable experience was the Okor inter-school competition,
Yeah.
uh, where we had to travel from Qatar to I think it was Oman.
Was it Oman or Bahrain?
Mm, I think it was Bahrain. I don't know, but
Yeah,
it
it is.
was not sure. It could be Oman or Bahrain. I don't know
Mm,
why my brain thought that first, but it was literally next to Qatar. Well, it was the whole thing was unforgettable because it was such a new experience. First off, you had to. I don't know how I met with with my teachers and my fellow competitors, but I don't remember that part. But during the part where we had to uh, when we landed in the place itself or the country where we would have the competition, I noticed it was a new feeling, but somehow a bit familiar when I saw the place, because it's a Middle Eastern country. The architecture is similar, so I was
mm,
quite surprised to see that it looked a lot like Qatar,
mm,
except there's a different layout of buildings and etc. And when our team arrived in our hotel, we had to share one room.
mm,
So and we all had to sleep in. There were a few who had beds, and then there were a few who had to sleep on the couch and on the soft chairs. So that was new,
mm,
and the fact that you had to do everything while sharing a room with a bunch of people you've never shared a room before, like taking a bath. There's only one bathroom, so we had to wait, and it always felt pressuring when you were in the bathroom yourself. When you're taking a bath, you know you
mhm.
you know that there's people outside the door
Waiting for
waiting
you.
for you, so you had to do it quickly. But yeah, not to mention that yeah, it's experience of meeting new people, and yeah, so that's what made it unforgettable. It was many things happening, not at
Especially
once,
when you
but
won.
when I oh yeah, when our school took the prize, we
Mm.
were I think we were champion actually when I
Yeah,
participated,
yes, yes, I remember that.
and uh, yeah, I think that's one of my most unforgettable moments in Qatar.
Yeah. What are your saddest experience
Well,
so
as an
far?
introvert, I've had a lot of sad moments, and I'm not sure if I can say that the quarantine was sad because I actually just stayed
Mm,
inside. One of my saddest moments is that the two times that I had to uh how was it, when I missed out on a term, college term, and then that's when I ended up becoming an irregular because I ended up became an irregular student, and the people I was supposed to be in the same batch with moved on without me, so now I'm with a new batch of people who I don't know, and then
I
now I'm
know why
forced to
you
do
missed
this.
out 2 terms.
Why I missed out two
Mm.
terms? Um, I think that's a personal
Oh, okay,
thing.
okay. No,
I won't
I
share it, but
no need to
it's
answer
okay.
that.
But I will say why how sad it was. Luckily, I'm not missing anything now. Hopefully, hopefully things go well. But it was very lonely and sad because it's like you're um your uh your uh your friendship. I don't know if you call it that, but it's uh like the people you know keep getting cycled. You know, you're always meeting new people, so you're like forced to acquaint yourself with them, and it keeps changing every time. Uh, like I said, uh, the batchmates I'm supposed to move up with are ahead of me now, so I can't meet them anymore. And now I don't know where they are. So now I'm I'm stuck with the people I don't know. And although I've known a few faces, there were it's like I said, it's as an irregular student, you're always meeting a new batch of people. So
Mm.
it's like your acquaintance gets reset, you know, like it's like when you start getting to know someone and then you move up to another year, college year, and
Mm.
now you meet a new set of people, and now you don't know who these people are. So now you have to do it over and over again. And now you're wondering what happened to the people that you acquainted yourself with, and they're like they're gone now. And maybe because of prolonged time not talking to them, uh, you end up getting distant. You know, it's like you don't see them anymore. So yeah, that was very sad, but I won't say depressing. You know, I've managed to been go through it, but it was lonely. So yeah, that was a sad and lonely moment.
Were you able to develop some deep friendships with a group of people or someone?
Like I said, as a regular student, you're always uh, shifting between new people. So no, it's kind of impossible to have this deep relationship
Mm.
because you don't get to meet them um like you don't have the time to deepen the relationship.
Yeah.
Sorry. You don't have the time to deepen the relationship because they just disappear.
What are your plans like 5 years from now?
It's that's too far ahead for me to think about.
Okay.
So I don't really have plans, but I really wish that uh right now I wish I had a bit more experience. I feel like I'm lacking in skills to being a working adult on my own. I feel like I need to I'm missing something. So it's not just in terms of work. You know, I feel like that can be taught, you know, in college. There's just some things that I feel like I'm missing. And
Okay.
I'm a bit anxious that I'm going into an independent life without them.
Mm. Okay.
So yeah, I
Mm.
don't have plans.
What are your life lessons so far?
Life lessons. It's kind of hard to think about because I don't really see these life lessons. They just happen in your life, you know.
Mhm.
Like you learn something, but it doesn't get written down in your head. It's like it's just an
Mhm.
instinct or thing. It's deep in your head. But if you'd give me a bit of time to think about it, maybe I can pluck one from my brain. Hopefully, I can. Here's one. Um, I think when it comes to making projects, when you try to involve more people into it, it might get um, more complicated and it might get slowed down. Now I know it's I've gotten that based on experience. Uh, like when you pass something to pass a role or a task to someone, I think you have to check if that person is doing it, and that kind of is kind of taxing. If you divide the work and then you give it to someone, it doesn't actually make it easier. Just because there's more hands doesn't mean it's going to go faster, you know. Um, those extra hands need to be doing the work. They need to be on time. They need to
I
be doing
remember
it
the
as,
saying. I
yeah,
remember the saying, too much cooks spoil the broth. Do you know
yeah,
that one? Yeah.
yes, exactly. And
Yes.
that just reminds me, some people might have different um, goals or visions.
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
they may have a different way of doing things. So while you tell them to make a circle, they'll say, "I don't like circles. I'm gonna make a semicircle." You know, and
Mm.
the next
But
time you check on
yes.
them, you you see they've not made a circle, and now that depending on what kind
Nice
of person you are,
symbolism, Miguel.
you'll definitely be yeah, you'll definitely be displeased with the result, and now you have to do it over and over. And
Exactly.
chances are, if uh, if you confront the person about it, you might create a conflict, and that's just
Mm.
going to slow you down.
Mm.
So yeah, so not saying that more hands should never be done. Everything has to be done alone. It's just that you just need to keep checking on them. You need to keep them in line. Like you need to make sure they're uh, uh, heading straight for the goal, for just one goal. You have to unite them to one goal. If that's what you want. So yeah, that's one life lesson I've learned.
Okay. What are your strong points?
I guess speaking English is
Oh,
especially
yeah,
writing
yeah.
English
I
is that's a strong
agree.
point.
And logic. You're one of the few people that I know
Yeah,
that is very
exactly.
logical, highly intelligent, actually. That's what I can say about you.
No, really?
Yeah.
Now, how do you? I know you're the one doing the interview here, but how do you? How did you see that?
Well, first of all, of course, I knew you way back, like 5 years before. So I had already assessed your capacity in terms of mental ability, something like this. And I know that you're an introvert kind of person, but I know that you can develop later on. And you have a lot of potentials in you, Miguel. I can say that. And do not be scared to go out of the world, go out of your shell, come out of your shell, I mean, and share your talents with the world because you have a lot of things to share. And for me it's a sin if you will not share these talents, your intellect to the world. You need to get out of there, but other people should know how to respect your boundaries as well, because you know what, I am ambivert. Okay, so both I'm introvert,
Mm,
sometimes
yeah,
I'm extrovert like this, but most of the times I feel like uh, introvert. I don't want to go out. I just want to stay alone, to think, and sometimes I get depressed because of just thinking. But I realize that we need to fight our negative thoughts. It is just our negative thoughts that are pulling us down. And with
yeah,
you, I can see
exactly.
your as I'm telling this again. You really have a bright future. I can see that you can change the world even. I mean, not the entire world, but I mean your world and the world of the people around you. That's what I mean. I believe
Mm,
in your capacity, your mental ability. You are intelligent. I can say that, really. So always believe in yourself. Don't entertain your negative thoughts because I know, being an introvert myself, sometimes we do have negative thoughts even though we already achieved a lot. Even in my case, I can say that I have achieved a lot already, but there are thoughts that are pulling me down, like, oh, I'm not beautiful, I'm not like this, I'm not successful, I'm not like this. So like that, our own thoughts our own negative thoughts will pull us down. So don't let those negative thoughts pull you down. Just soar high. Because I know that you have the capacity to do so.
Yeah, thank you. It may be um maybe a long road ahead, but it's still a road. You know, you can still walk it.
You're still
But
young. You're very young.
speaking of what you said, I do have another. It just reminded me of another life lesson I had
Okay.
about these negative thoughts.
Yeah.
Now that you mention it, I think I've actually learned a lot about assessing people.
Okay.
I think that might be a skill that I might have. I'm not might, you know.
Mhm.
I'm not sure if I have an accurate
Assessment.
assessment. Yeah, assessment. Uh, yeah, of people based on what I see about them. Um, and I actually get most of this kind of this assessment and analysis skill I draw upon myself. Actually, I reflect upon myself a lot. You know, you know
Mm.
what you said about negative thoughts.
Mm.
I actually think about it. You know, like in retrospect. You know, like for example, maybe when I'm not, maybe when I had negative thoughts in the past, and then I'm in here in the present, and then I dwell on that time when I was thinking uh like low confidence,
Yeah.
anything.
That's
I
it.
think about like why
Everyone
am I thinking
has.
like this? Yeah. Like why am I thinking like this? Like how did this come to be? You know,
Mm.
and the more I the more I reflect upon it, the more I learn more about myself. And at the same time, that knowledge applies to other people. So next time I look at someone and I see them like maybe he would maybe they were like me before because I've seen this before, you know. So that's one life lesson I've learned. Um,
Mm.
maybe it's not good for most people. Maybe they would just want the past to be the past. But I think one life lesson that I would also give is to meditate, uh,
Yeah. Okay.
reflect, uh, look inward to gain self knowledge, and maybe you will understand the world around you, which uh, which is strange. You know, it's it defies logic. You look in
Mm.
to understand what's out. But yeah, that's one life lesson I have.
Very deep.
Yeah, it will be deep, but not complex.
Yeah. Always remember the ones I told you today. Okay. Just believe in yourself. And I also believe that you can do everything that you need to do. You can achieve everything that you want to achieve. And I want to see someday that you have achieved what you want to accomplish in life. I want the best in you.
Yes, yes. Thank you.
Okay. So any last words that we can share to our viewers?
Um, any closing thoughts?
Maybe I'll do first, okay, to give you time to
Yeah,
think.
sure.
Okay, so
Yes.
I
Thank
want to
you.
take this opportunity to thank you, Miguel, for being my friend. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being one of my friends. You're one of my special friends, actually. And thank you for granting this very rare interview. You know what? When you told me that do I have to open my camera, I was thinking, oh no, oh no, oh no. He might say I cannot show my face on camera. I had this apprehension when you said, do I have to open my camera? Because I know that you're introvert. You are not that open to a lot of people,
Yeah.
and I appreciate the fact that you open up to me most of the time.
Sometimes these I don't know if I'd call it selfish. These introverted thoughts sometimes they get pushed aside. when I feel like I have to do something for someone. So I had to not be uh not really selfish, I guess. Yeah, I just feel like I have to do something for someone, for a change. One more closing remark.
Yeah, closing
What
remark is
else? Before we leave, hopefully there's more time. And
mm-hmm.
hopefully what I'm about to say is short.
Yeah,
Here's one. I think people, it's another life lesson. I think people underestimate the influence of anger. You know,
influence of anger.
that's one issue I had.
Mm.
And it doesn't have to be like rage or hatred, anything. It's just like it can be as simple as being annoyed, you know.
Is it ruling out your mind? Like it's affecting how you think, it's affecting how you deal with people like this?
Yes, I want to emphasize how difficult it is to control. When I was younger, I never realized how controlling anger is. You know, that's one thing I learned from reflection. Like I look back at when I got angry and how did I become like this, and then just realized I couldn't stop that.
Mm.
Not that I couldn't stop it, but it almost felt like you can't do anything about it because
There are things that we
um
cannot control. So
yeah,
you need to let go of the things that we
it's
cannot control and do something for the things that
yeah,
we can do
and
and
this
let go. Do not keep it in. Do not keep the anger in. Otherwise it will eat you up.
so surprising to know that you can easily get angry, or not just angry, frustrated from just the
Yeah,
smallest things,
frustration.
especially when you look back at it and then you're like, why did I get angry over such a small thing?
Mm,
Especially when you've faced the consequences of your actions already, and now you're like, I could have just been
done otherwise like this.
more no rational. Could have been
Yes.
more understanding of
Understanding.
why this person was trying to do this to me. So yeah, um, I can't say that I can't. Fortunately, I can't. I don't have a remedy for anger, but there is at least a way to mitigate it, and the best way to do that has to be from yourself. You have to
Yeah.
control yourself. That's it, and it's easier said than done. And
Mm,
but one thing I can think about to not get angry is um, maybe I haven't experienced all the things that could get you angry in life. But let's say, for example, maybe you get angry because um,
hurt us.
someone is just disturbing you. Someone is mocking you, and
Mm,
that's one reason to be angry. I've gotten over the people annoying me or
mm.
getting me to be mad by mocking me because maybe I haven't met the worst people yet.
Yeah.
But when it comes to people who just make fun of you, it's just easy to just ignore them. I feel like they just want to get a reaction out of you. My experience, just saying and doing nothing about people mocking you, it would just nothing. They'll get nothing from it because
Mm,
you're just staying there, giving them nothing, but you not listening to them.
yeah.
So yeah, that's one way to avoid a confrontation from getting too angry at someone who's pestering you with
Yes.
words and whatnot. Another situation where you can try to control yourself is when someone tells you to do something that you don't want. I'm pretty sure even though I feel like I'm ready an adult, I still feel like I get I have to sigh when someone tells me, "Hey, can you do this?" And just get frustrated. Like I don't know, why can't you do this yourself? Now, the way now, yeah, it's a relatable experience. Hopefully, it's not just me. Uh,
I think everyone experiences that.
yeah. I think one way to not get angry at it is to think about the thing that they're trying to get you to do itself. What makes you angry is the person's command, because it feels like um it's the command of the person, or
It's like they're ruling over you, something like
yeah,
that. Mm.
or there could be many factors actually, like when you're in the middle of something, and then this person comes by and says, hey, I need you to do this for me, and then you just have to roll your eyes.
If you cannot do anything, then just follow it. But if it is your
Yeah.
family, if it is a member of the family, then you cannot do anything about it. Just to follow it. But if it is
Yeah.
others people's actions, then you can tell them in a nice way. Like, I think I don't have to do this. I mean, it's not in my job description. It's sort of like
Yeah.
that. It's not in my job description to do this one. However, there are also things that you need to consider before you say something like this to other people. It definitely it will hurt your relationship with these people. Like in the later on, I know, later on you will need these people for your own progression in life. That's what
Yeah.
you know. What my
So,
website's philosophy: build bridges, not walls.
yeah.
I mean, I've reached to the point, Miguel, that I've realized that there's no point in blocking people out of my life. I mean, they cannot hurt me if I will not allow them to hurt me like this. So, in fact, they are of great help. So, the reason why I made this website is for that one. I have to make a difference for the people.
Yeah, and what you said reminds me of another thing. But I want to continue where I left off. Anyways, if stuff like that gets you angry, I guess you just have to be rational about it, or you have to think about what the person is telling you to do. Like, is it simple, or maybe because you're getting mad because someone is piling another uh pile of work for me. Maybe it's actually a simple job, and there was no point in getting mad over it. You could just
Yeah,
do it. So
exactly. Good.
that's what
That's a
being
good realization.
that's what being rational is. Like
Mm,
suddenly you're thinking.
yeah.
You're not controlled by emotion. And
Yes.
what you said about that aside, what you said about the bridges thing. I also know another saying is to never burn bridges. Similar.
Yeah.
It just it's it's the same essence. Just don't cut people off.
Mm.
You may
Build
never know who you may
bridges,
need.
not walls. Never burn
Yes,
bridges.
yes, yes. So yeah, that's it. That's the that's what I have to say. That's my closing remarks.
Okay. Thank you so much, Miguel.
Yeah, thank you.